that is very, very important. So here we are to discuss why community art is important and why it should be focused a lot, and how it can change the perspective, how it can bring the people together. So first, coming up to Muhammad Mustafa, he is a teenager. No, not teen. Now he has grown up from the teen. He is a college boy. He is a university boy, and so it's very important to add them in the panel talk, because this is the young generation and the future generation. Their ideas, their thoughts really matters for us. So what you think, Mustafa, how community art is important and how it helps in networking, and what is its impact?
So hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm Mohammed Mustafa. I'm a uni student studying in Hong Kong business in the second year. And to me, art is everything. It's the way that we breathe, it's the way we talk, walk, and everyone being here today is a good example of community art. We're all here to celebrate the artists, the way art is, and networking is also very important for spreading art as an image. Me being in university, I am part of the dance club. I'm actually the vice president, so art is in everything we do at the club. And recently we had an event called MCF, which is Multicultural Fest. And that was just an example of how art can bring together communities, minority groups, and those who have been shunned or have been told that they aren't good enough or aren't as represented enough in the media today. So to me, art is a community. It's the way that you talk. It's how you communicate. It's in how you message. Being a Gen Z myself, just sending emojis in myself is an art. So I think art is an amazing way that we can communicate and how we can express our emotions. And examples of like art and community is all around us. We're in a exhibition hall celebrating art and the artists, and then recently I went with my club, another club for photography and cinematography, went to Etihad Museum, and we celebrated how art can bring together different industries, airline industries, communication industries, culinary arts. So art, like I said, is everything. We are all part of the same tree, and our branches are our communication and our identity. So how we are is how our art is shown through us. So, and then again, for networking, in my mind, it's like if you are your own personal garden, you have your own cultivations, you have your own seeds, your own plants, your own saplings, your own fruits. The way that you communicate with others, the way that you share your seeds with them and they share with you, you can build a more diverse garden within yourself and with others. So in my mind, that's what communication and networking is in the art field.
That's wonderful. Such a wonderful, deep thought he said about the garden. If we alone is doing that, so we have our own things, our own seeds, our own cultivation. If we do networking, we can mix. That is what the cultural diversity is all about. And we have an Ishtima, an artist. So I would like to ask from you how you feel. We are engaged in so many art projects. We do so many art together. We do live painting. We call people. We do art therapies as a group, and you are always there with us. So how you think that is improving and creating a more strong networking, more strong bonding?
Hi everyone, I'm Ishtima. First of all, now we are in this world. It's a big community from the different nationality, and so many people will come. The art doesn't need a language. First of all, you can see the art and you can understand, the story of that one. As an artist, when I know the other artist, it's socializing. It will become socializing for me. The second one, I can understand their vision, and sometimes as artist, when I'm working, only I will see my emotion, my feeling, and my thought. But when you are socializing with the other artists, you will find out the different vision and different perspective, and even about the story of their art, you can see, you can understand their history, culture, everything will come together, and totally you will change. You can think out of the box. You totally will change your vision, and I'm really happy. I love always to know that artists know their story, not just like that, they pass through their art and see, because each art has their story.
That's very true. That's very true. And as there is, like, for example, some people say that people instinctively values the art in their lives, like they entertain, inspire, perform and provokes us. So that is also the other thing which a community art and the artist play a very important role. How we as an artist inspiring. If we are collectively, for example, we just worked on the Blue Water Island. There were the group of artists doing the wall painting, the mural, live painting on the occasion of Dubai Women Run, and we were there. I think there were 20 artists, and we painted 8 meters of the wall. And there was a very different subject when we gave respect and when we paid how different nationalities, the women from different nationalities, different colors, different, what I will say, backgrounds are here in Dubai living together and working in their own fields. So that was a message which we were able to convey through our art. So that is how we engaged so many people over there, and they came, they clicked the picture with us, they showed the artwork. So we were able to introduce, first thing, we were able to introduce the art, the thoughts of the artists from so many different backgrounds and how they work together in spite of being different from each other in so many ways. So that is bringing everybody together. That was the message we were able to convey to them. The second thing, what was there was everybody who were there, they were very curious to know how the thought process was. Again, that it was again a way we were educating them that how an artist thinks, how the thought process goes, because it looks very simple to everybody that how they are working, just brush strokes and coming up. No, it's not like that. There is a complete thought process behind each and every work, and it is. Like yesterday only we were working in the live painting on the stage, we were performing 8 artists, and the message was, art can change climate change. So there was a dancer who was performing, there was a song from Michael Jackson saying what you have done to the earth, and there were the artists who were painting, and there were hundreds of the viewers who were watching us. So that is the community, that is the networking, that is the how we were able to bring the community together, see the artwork, what we have created, and force them to think what we are doing and how we can change ourselves. Am I right?
I think that, like you said, art isn't everything that we do, and it's very, very apparent that it's not just blank strokes. It's not, every intention is there. And like how you said the canvas, I feel like our lives, how we interact with the world, is a canvas, the blank canvas, and everything we do, every interaction, every action is a stroke in how we paint our lives. So, do it with meaning and do it with care and compassion, then it'll hopefully turn out to be a beautiful painting one day.
That's why we want always youth to be with us, because they have so fresh thoughts, the thoughts which we are coming up with the legacy of our parents. Now they are taking it forward, so they have fresh thoughts and fresh innovation. So they are very, very important element of our society. For them we have to think a lot, because they will create the future now. They are going to create the future now, and that is how, and we see now the socializing has, I will say, it has, when we think of our time and now, the socialization has come up very down, because people are more tech freak, they are connected to more the social media, and in this era, I think it is more important to have the community art and networking. What do you think of that?
Exactly. Nowadays, because of we have come after the COVID and mostly what's happening, everyone going to a corner and not talking and then socializing, because like this community we are coming, we are seeing the other artists, we can talk to them, we can see their opinion. It's really important. You see, and you come out from your thought, think otherwise, and you will find that you have I can say, same topic to speak about that, to talk about that. It's not like that, you will go somewhere, you don't know, only you have to talk. No, you can talk about totally about the art, everything is what is going on, and I feel it should be there. And the other one, other than the socializing, it will affect, how you said about the young or the kids also, because they will be the next generation, and it's our message, it's our aim to how to show others. It's very important. Everyone have an art in their life, somehow, music, dance, painting, any of them, because it will help them emotionally to find out the way to express themselves.
Very true. What do you think, Mustafa, as you are the president of your university, the culture dance club? So what do you think, when you are with the students, with your group, and what do you feel that how much they are socializing, how much they are networking, and how impact the performing art is making on what is your thought here, what is your objective of doing any event or anything, whatever you are, any fest, whatever you are conducting or organizing, what is the thought behind that? Like, do you want it to be that people should engage in that? What is the thought process behind it?
So recently we had a competition in a student accommodation, and basically what happened was a lot of the people who came for the competition were very quiet, introverted, shy people. And when you look at them from just face value, you think, okay, they're very quiet. They don't talk much, they can't really dance. But then when you see them perform, they don't talk to their voice, they talk to their movements. So being able to communicate with them through that, teaching them, and I'm learning from them as well, that they, in a sense, they communicate better than me. Because I may dance well, I may talk well, but they hide what they want. But then when it matters, they show and they shine to the world. So organizing events and stuff in itself, again, is an art. For example, like here we have today. But then in the self that organizing an event is very, very task heavy. And the art of organization is so important to not only being an artist, but being a student in university, or even like a parent or an adult in the world today. It's very, very taxing to work and be I don't know, it makes me very, very happy to see how we're all here today. So organizing events like this one and other dance events has always been a passion. So it's amazing to see everyone here today. So again, thank you all for being here.
That's wonderful, that's wonderful. So that was the thing which I want to really understand. We as a parent think that we know everything about our kids. But as I will say that a very famous poem of Khalil Gibran is there, that they are the bow and we are they are the arrows and we are the bow. But how far they will go, we don't know. We can put our thoughts in them, but can't control their thoughts. So they have their own thoughts. They have their own, thinking. We have to learn from them. We have to change ourselves. That generation gap, what we talk about, is very important. That some values we are putting in them, but we should always try to learn their values also, because they have very fresh values, and it's not always that we keep on thinking with our perspective of our thinking. We should always try to put ourselves in their place and see the world. I think that will really change the complete thing. Don't you believe that? Yes. Now up to you as an artist, you are here among so many diverse nationalities. There is more than 3,000 artworks. So how that different artwork is inspiring you?
I told you, first of all, when I see the artists, I'm socializing. I understand their culture, I understand their thought, feeling, and it will help me to think out of the box and change my vision and sometime, and it will affect me also. And I will see the different, their techniques, I will maybe compromise, or I will find out new idea will come, and you will see the new word, maybe in a net, so many things you will not see, and here you will really, it's a fresh idea. You can find out, and you can see how you can look at the material or look at the other way of their thinking. And I'm really happy to see all these artists and communicate with them. I'm really, really, really thank you so much to being, and I'm really so much happy to be in this kind of community, mostly in the world art, to see all the artists here.
Yeah. So you have some question to ask on? Yes, why not? Yes, we will take the questions now. No, just now we can take the questions and we will continue it, no problem.
Thank you. I actually wanted to say Thanks very much for organizing this. It's a pleasure and I feel very humbled to attend. I'm very new to art, if at all, and to Dubai and to everything, so I'm learning and exploring. So having organized this, I think it's amazing for the art community in itself, and it's helping create community in art. I have a question for Nishtiman. I saw your art, and to me it's very detailed. There is a particular piece of artwork that I saw that you're combining a number of materials, and I was wondering how you achieve that. What is and what are the values that you convey through your art?
Thank you so much for your question. You know, mostly people when see my art, they think it's very, very small and it's in miniature, and how you can spend 300 hours on this handcraft. I feel, you know, art is like art therapy. How you are doing the meditation. Anybody can reach to the comfort zone. Some people while dancing, some people while doing the meditation, and that art is exactly for me like art therapy, because I will come out, I will not think about anything. You know, I will say just let me do this one, let me concentrate on my work and leave other things, let me enjoy. That is very important. You know, anything you will do, any art or anything, you have to enjoy it, you have to feel it, you have to get relaxed with that. Then you don't feel, okay, this is hard or it's difficult. I hope I answered your question.
Thank you, Nishtiman. Yes, much appreciated. Can I also ask a question to Mustafa? Mustafa, hi. By the way, you're such a natural speaker and I'm so nervous, so bow down to you for that. And your amazing mom tells me you're an environmentalist as well, and I wanted to ask, do you bridge the two within your art, like environmentalism and art? And if yes, can you give me a bit of insight into that?
Yeah, so in high school we had a project, and basically what me and my friends did is that I organized a beach cleanup, and we used the materials, the plastic, the sand, whatever natural material we use, to then make artwork, talk about climate change, the environment, and all that. So, and even nowadays we have events in university talking about social problems, issues with empowerment of women, issues with the climate change, and like all these horrible things happening. But then we emote ourselves through dance. So we bring together communities like this one through other clubs. So I think because art is communication, the way in which you speak, how you tell people something, you share your emotion, that is an artwork. So being able to talk about these problems and being able to address them on a scale where everyone can understand without words, I think is how we can bridge art and issues like this one.
Thanks a lot. Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
And can I ask to Shiba as well one question? I would like to ask you what would you see is a challenge in building a community in art or building art community, and also what would be your view with relation to that challenge that we, the people appreciating art or involving ourselves in art, could do to overcome it and make art maybe more accessible and more widespread and more appreciated, because as Nishtiman once said, there are so many hours and so much of the artist, I think, soul put into that art, that maybe to the person who is not used to art, it seems a piece of cake, whereas it is actually a piece of artwork.
So many questions in one.
It's two in one. I can summarize.
There are many
Challenges to
first thing is
community,
yes.
and second, how can we overcome?
That's a wonderful question anyhow, because that's the real challenge what we are facing. Because as an artist and as a founder of the Funun Arts Group, our vision is to bring the whole community together in one platform. Not only the artists, we want to bring the youth, we want to bring normal people who are not normal people, anyone who is not an artist. We want to bring everyone to one platform. As a challenge, you said, the challenge is people many of them still don't take arts very seriously. That is the first challenge. So we want to put them that art is really very, very important. In spite you are not an artist, in spite you don't like art, but anyhow, in some or the other way, art is there in you, art is there in your life, and it will impact you, and it is impacting you. It maybe it's your subconscious. So that is the message which we want to convey to everyone, and we are working very hard on it. Through now, we are lucky to have that much, high-tech thing that it is easily approachable to everyone. So we try to work out on the social media, through our websites, through these channels. This is a very important channel through which we are working up. These channels we are working, you people. So we want you all to pass on the words. So take the art seriously. Join the community. As our group is there, everybody is welcome in our group. Everybody. They can be the part of our group in some or the other way. As an artist, as a homemaker, or some other way they can contribute to the art. And as the other question was the solution for that.
Or your recommendation, your perspective.
My perspective is that first thing, as I said, that start taking art very seriously, because when there is art in your life, art doesn't mean only painting. Art is the way you think, art is the way you are tackling with the situation, art is the way you are tackling with your children, art is the way you are bringing up your home, art is the way you are here. So art is, as I told you, you know it or you are not aware of it. Art is there in you, art is with you in your subconscious. So we can't avoid it. We are walking with the art. We are walking art ourselves. So we can't avoid it. So first thing is we have to recognize that power. We have to recognize that power. And you all can help us out in this by passing the messages to everybody, spreading our words, and join us in our different events and make it a very strong community. I hope I have answered you.
Thank you, Shiva, you have. And if I may, so I understand it's about raising awareness regarding art, which is amazing. May I extend the question to Mustafa and
actually we have a very time short.
It's
and
the same question.
We have many other people
I wanted
also.
to extend to Mustafa and to Nishtiman the same
No,
question.
you can just take a very quick question because we can't take it long. Please,
There, if you allow me.
Yes, please go ahead.
Thanks very much.
Please go ahead.
It's the same that I asked to you. I wanted to ask Mustafa first, since you replied, and then Nishtiman. What are their views on overcoming the challenge in making people more aware of the art? That was the question.
Okay, so in my opinion, I think there's a very poetic simplicity and complexity to art. Because for little kids, when they draw on the wall or they like scribble, from our POV, it's like, it's mess, it's whatever, but it's them sharing their emotions. But then when you grow up, you can then cultivate those emotions into more productive methods of work or, again, art. So I think using the simplicity of how easy it is to emote yourself through your artwork, and then bringing in the complexities of your emotions into that, I think that's how we can bridge the gap of the awareness of how we can then use art for our benefit. So that's how I think.
First of all, I think, we should not call challenge. When we say challenge, what's happened? The guard and, the feeling will come up. It's really difficult. How Shiva Khan told, the art is inside of us. The way of talking, the way of our life. Don't think about the challenge. Only try to enjoy that one. Then everything will finish. You will not look at that. Is it a challenge? Let it be yourself and go through that. Everything will become fine.
Thank you so much. And thanks, Shiva, allowing.
You are most welcome. We are here. This type of questions really make us, motivate us, that really people are listening and people are really keen to join the art community. Thank you for asking all these questions to us. Thank you. So with this, we can only say that yes, art, community art impacts in 3 to 4 ways. We can say there are many ways, like economic growth, it goes on, then cultural understanding, cultural identity, and sense of belonging. So these are the few things in which the community art works together. Am I right? So today I think we should take an oath together that we will work on it. As she said, that we should not take it as a challenge. We should take it as, yes, we can do it, and we will do it together. It's not a single person's task. We all have to come up together and work together in this. Thank you so much for joining me, Nishtiman and Mustafa. Thank you, and thank you all of you for being here. And I hope this was a wonderful topic, and we will talk later on that more. Thank you.